Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. 3 days to Kanus trial. Anthony Ugohoye makes another disturbing revelation about Ifeanyi Ejiofor. 3 days to Kanus trial. Anthony Ugohoye makes another disturbing revelation about Ifeanyi Ejiofor. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, stay tuned as I read today's news. Harvard-trained attorney and founder of Due Process Advocate (DPA) has made another shocking revelation about Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel to the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanus. The duo have been enmeshed in a running battle after Anthony Emeka Ugohoye, in a report, revealed that Ejiofor was implicated in a serious case of fraud, forgery, criminal breach of trust by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC). Though Mr. Ejiofor, who has failed to openly refute or deny the report of Emeka Ugohoye with verifiable facts, in a statement he personally signed, described the entire report as evil, wicked and malicious, urging his supporters to disregard it as there is no truth in it. Despite Mr. Ejiofor's statement, the Harvard-trained legal expert has bluntly maintained his ground, adding that his report about Barrister Ejiofor is true and can be verified in the law court. However, 3 days to the commencement of Nnamdi Kanus trial, Emeka Ugohoye, in another report, has revealed a disturbing secret which has thrown so many members of the separatist movement into a state of confusion. The human rights attorney in the report accused Mr. Ejiofor of working for the government on the day he walked out of the court in protest over the refusal of DSS to allow Mr. Bruce Fein into the courtroom. He said, "I would like to reveal something that will shock every IPOB member reading it." On November 10, 2021, during a scheduled trial of Nnamdi Kanus, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, as the lead counsel, walked out of the court in protest over the refusal of DSS to allow Mr. Bruce Fein into the courtroom. Do you know why? It was not really for the reasons Ejiofor wanted you to believe. The walkout was planned against Nnamdi Kanus. It was an arrangement. Ejiofor agreed to do something dramatic to prevent the trial from going forward that day. The walking out was so deliberately planned that Ejiofor had to take the wig of Aloy Ejimakor as he was leaving the court. That was to prevent Ejimakor, who was not part of the conspiracy, from staying behind after Ejiofor left the court. That is, to make sure that Ejimakor did not stay behind. Ejiofor snatched Ejimakor's wig and left the court with it. Ejimakor had no choice but to leave the court too, as he couldn't address the court without a wig on. If Ejimakor would be free to talk about this, he will admit that he left the court with Ejiofor because Ejiofor took his Ejimakor's wig as he was leaving the court. No lawyer in Nigeria or anywhere else in the world will tell you any single benefit that Nnamdi Kanu could have gained from his lawyers walking out of court. I have asked myself this question 1 million times. How could you, walking out of court, help Nnamdi Kanu's case? No, how? There is absolutely zero benefit to Nnamdi Kanu. Then why did Ejiofor do that? Also, you can flip the question and ask, was there anything Nnamdi Kanu lost from the walking out? The answer is yes. For one, it was to delay his trial by more 2 months. The next question you would ask is, was there any good reason for Ejiofor to walk out of court on that day? The answer is no. There was no good reason. Ejiofor, the lead counsel, was allowed into the court. He was the only one to address the court. If other lawyers did not come in, it would not make any difference to the proceedings of the day. He only needed to complain to the court that his team members were not allowed inside the court. But above all, Bruce Fein was only there as an observer. He was not going to address the court. His absence from the court was no a fundamental issue. It was not a sufficient basis to derail the entire trial and leave Nnamdi Kanu stranded in court. When Ejiofor executed this drama, which was his role in the script, the court asked Nnamdi Kanu if he would take on his own defense, which Nnamdi Kanu declined. Then the court adjourned the case till January 19, 2 months and 9 days long, for a man in detention. It was so clear that the walking out of court was something immediately harmful to Nnamdi Kanu. Any lawyer will tell you so. That was what Ejiofor wanted to achieve. He must have been in an agreement to delay the trial. That was what he was told to do by those he is serving their interest. Every lawyer knows that when a court has in an open court adjourned a case to a future date, the court cannot bring the date forward without the agreement of lawyers on both sides. So, for the court to bring the case from January 19, 2022 forward to December 2021, the DSS lawyers had to agree. Why would DSS lawyers agree to help Nnamdi Kanu? By bringing the date forward to December when the court already fixed it for January. To my dear listeners, finally we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.